only thing I have an annoying soundboard that I don't think you can hear. So just like everything else. I feel like the intro song I want to use is like the Goku Super Saiyan 3. Like, have you heard the clip for someone made when Goku goes Super Saiyan 3 for the first time, and they did it to like a techno remix?
And this is what he's doing! Is to go even further beyond!
If we add an anime section to this, I'm gonna be completely useless for you.
That's alright. That's alright. If
I can talk about Fairy Tail and only up to the not the what arc was it? I can't even think
you
of the name
didn't
of the
finish
arc.
the whole arc?
I haven't watched the new stuff that just came out like last year.
Then yeah, neither have I, so yeah, that's fine. I can't rag on you. It's funny though, while we were out at Charlotte, I saw somebody at a CVS that had a Fairy Tail necklace on. Like,
nice.
As an employee, I was like, oh, I like your necklace. And then I asked him, because I immediately thought of you. I was like, have you seen Demon Slayer? And he's like, yes. And I was like, okay, good. It's free. Go watch it.
And there.
Oh, man.
I saw somebody driving down the road the other day that had a Fairy Tail logo on the back of their car.
Man, Fairy Tail, like, don't get me wrong, it's really good. I just don't understand how it's so, like, how people be like, oh yeah, I've only watched Fairy Tail. Like, it's kind of generic in a good way. It's still really good, but like in terms of anime, it's like every other shonen. Like, so I really don't get it. Like, when people say, hey, my first anime or the only anime I watch is like Sailor Moon or Dragon Ball Z, I get it, because that was Toonami and like actually aired on our normal TV shows. But then you come and look at Fairy Tail. Like, what? Not to make the podcast about this, but what introduced you?
Well, my brother had the first, like, 25 volumes on DVD.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, accessibility was one part of it, and I don't even remember who it was, but somebody just kept, similar to you and Demon Slayer, just kept ragging me to watch it. And
so if I keep trying, so if I keep trying, you'll eventually watch Demon Slayer.
Maybe.
Okay.
It was a different time. I don't watch a lot of TV. That's my problem.
No, I'm the same.
I don't actually sit down and watch anything. What I do watch is stuff that I put on the TV to watch while I'm playing games, like Zombies or something in Call of Duty, where it's mindless and I don't have to pay 100% attention to the game.
Yep.
So I can kind of split my focus. But at the same time, you don't want to throw something on the TV that needs your full attention, because then you're going to obviously miss something.
True. No, I get that. That makes sense. Well, for anybody who's catching this later or somehow stumbled in your way into Twitch chat, this is a podcast that pretty much is our playgroup, based off the stupid stuff that we do and the stuff that we like. For Car or Kevin, that's really not anime, so this is not an anime focused podcast. Where was I will say though, where we talk about mostly nerdy things in video games. If you see our clan tag in your game, don't back out, because you'll probably win. So the topics we're going to be covering, that is the weekly game releases, some games I'm either looking forward to or stuff that I've got my eye on. I also wanted to pique Kevin's brain about the D&D Critical Role PvP session on Thursday, because I thought that was awesome. No spoilers though, because he hasn't done it and I haven't seen the second campaign. And then just talk about what we plan on playing this week to lead us up into the next Monday, which is always hell. Alright, so let's start with the weekly game releases, and I think I'm still sharing my screen for you.
Yeah.
So... and that might be too That looks good. Alright. Sweet. So, the first one I wanted to talk about was the last spell. So, last spell, I don't know how, it's a turn-based tactical RPG with roguelite elements. It's a game that as soon as I saw it, I was just like, I bet you a car would be really good at this game. Am I sharing the right screen for you to actually see what I have up?
No, all I see is the Tragikast weekly podcast thing.
No, I'm so sorry. There's got to be a way in Discord to just share my whole monitor. So I'm going to do that. So this way you don't have to have the stream up. Screens. Yep, there it is. Alright, screen 1. Go live. Alright, so you should be able to see this kind of in real time instead of the lag. So, this is what the game is essentially about, is that spells have ruined this world. Wizards in general pretty much like created a nuke spell, and they've created this, what they call the last spell, to kind of restore humanity, or restore something, right? And essentially what the game is these horde of demons and bad stuff that are trying to stop you from these wizards casting the last spell. And you play a commander that deploys their troops, has some resources, some leveling and stuff like that. And it's in early access, so it's not fully released. So
are you the one attacking or the one defending?
Defending. You are the defender.
So it's kind of like a tower defense game?
Correct. That's what I thought too. It's like this weird mix of like tower defense, roguelite elements meets like Fire Emblem, with the tactical RPG based fighting.
The grid.
Yeah. Yep. And how people move. Mr. Fruit has a playthrough of it. I suggest watching it. But yeah, I saw that, dude. I instantly was like, I bet you'd like this game. Brittany's been playing it nonstop. I'll probably play it when she's done with it. But yeah. So the other one is The Legend of Mana. You were telling me off stream that you don't really, you never really got into the series.
Yeah, I haven't played any of them. I know of them.
Yep.
And I've briefly looked at them, but have never actually purchased one or anything.
Yeah, and I've kind of been the same way. Like, I played one back, like, on the SNES, and I don't even remember it. But it's one of those things where I may buy it, but probably when it's, like, a free or PlayStation Plus.
Yeah.
Now this last one is another game where I instantly thought of you as soon as I saw it. It's Mario Golf.
Yeah, I have been checking my Switch store, or Nintendo, or whatever you want to call it.
Whatever they call it.
Just about weekly, because I can never remember when it comes out, so it's just like, check it this week and see if it's out.
Yeah, I know. I think it's like a Friday release.
Yeah, I think so too.
Switch. Yeah, 2011. It came out, or 1999. Yeah, June 25th. So that is this Friday, which is a global release. Nintendo likes to do that a lot with their games. So you gonna pick it up?
Probably.
Are you looking forward to more of the? Have you played any of the other iterations, like on the N64 or stuff like that?
I have not played Mario Golf. I have played several different variations of golf games, but I haven't played Mario Golf.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've played any Mario sports other than Mario Kart. No.
Oh, I played Mario Tennis. I picked up that one on the Switch.
Yeah, I watched you stream that.
Yeah, that's right. Times. That's right. Yeah, I love the story campaign, and then as soon as I went to go do anything with PvP, I hated it, and I stopped immediately because these people are a lot better than I am.
Dr. Mario.
Yeah, and back in the day, I played the EA Sports Golf, or Tiger Woods PGA Tour, whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got introduced to that at like a camp one year, and the very first time that they put it, we were playing the skins mode, which I don't know if you know what skins is, but it's basically you're playing or like individual holes instead of
Mm-hmm.
courses, and whoever wins the hole wins a certain amount of money.
Oh
Obviously
wow.
it's
Yeah,
virtual
yeah.
money,
Oh,
but
you mean you weren't gambling?
nah, this was at a church camp thing. I think they would look too fondly on gambling.
Darn.
But like the very first time I picked it up, I hit a hole in one on a par 3, and they wouldn't play with me anymore.
Never mind.
But yeah, I've put in several hours into that, and I know they just came out with a new version of it. It's not. It might be Tiger Woods again. Can't remember. I know they dropped the Tiger Woods name after the whole Tiger Woods
Yeah.
incident. But I believe they may have just picked it back up for this year's iteration. I haven't picked it up though. I buy sports games sporadically. But yeah, Mario Golf I will probably pick up on Friday.
I hope you stream it. I know you're not big into streaming, but I probably won't pick this one up. But I also want to watch it.
The problem is I don't have a capture card on my PC.
That sucks. That's right.
Yeah.
I'll send you my Elgato. It's not like my sister's using it anyway. That's a jab from her. She's in the other room. I hope she can hear me. Yeah, and then this other one is one of those where I just kind of put it on my radar, but I have no idea if I'm going to pick it up or not.
Yeah.
Roguebook.
I saw this earlier this week, or over the weekend while I was looking through my Steam that I do from time to time, seeing if I want to buy anything. And I think this one showed up on my, they have the
that
queue
curated for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So you think you're gonna pull the trigger? Are you in the same boat where you're just like, I'll wait and watch and see what's
probably
going
on? Not.
Okay.
Which actually brings me to I mean, I have Slay the Spire on the Switch, which is awesome because you can take it anywhere.
Yep.
But I like these games as mobile games. They're not something I sit and play in front of my PC. Like, I actually just picked one up last night. And it's been out for like 3 years or something because they're celebrating their 3-year anniversary.
Yep.
But it's called Night of the Full Moon, and it's on. I just downloaded it off of Google, or Google Play, whatever it is.
Yeah, the Play Store. Yeah.
Yeah, because I have the Play Pass, which is you pay like $20 and then for a year and you get all these free games that normally cost money.
Yeah.
And that's one of the free games on it. It's normally, the game itself may be free, but then there's like DLCs. But in the Play Pass, you get all the DLCs for free too. So I have access to all the classes and everything.
That's
and
awesome.
It's a lot like that, or this game coming out. So that's normally where I play these type of games, is on my phone.
Yeah, and it makes sense. And this being PC only, I do think kind of hinders that. Because I agree with you. I think Slay the Spire was great on it as a PC game, but definitely elevated when it went to Switch.
Yeah, Slay the Spire was perfect because I went to Chicago last year and took my Switch with me on the plane and played one game of Slay the Spire, and we were landing.
That's insane. You finished one castle run, and then you're like, all right. So, out of curiosity, what ascent level are you? Are you big on that?
I am not very high. I think I'm like ascent 2 on the Rogue class, and that's like my highest one.
Is that your favorite? That's my favorite class.
Yeah, that's the yeah, I like it, and I like to play the poison variant of it. But that's my problem with Ascent 2 is the modifier that they put on in that Ascent 2 makes the poison class harder to run.
That sucks.
So I'm having trouble getting through Ascent 2 on it.
No, it makes sense. It's definitely one of the harder ones to play too.
Yeah, and I've beaten it on the Mage also, or the regular game, and I think I'm on Ascent 1 on it. I cannot beat it with a warrior. I cannot beat the main story with a warrior, which I think is supposed to be the easier of the
Easiest.
classes.
I had the same experience that you did. I haven't done any of this since. I've just beat it with one of every class, but the warrior took me like 20 times, something ridiculous.
You played the 4th class?
Yeah, the oh god, what do they call it? The monk type thing where you have different states with calm.
Yeah.
That one's really fun.
Yeah, I picked it or the game back up over Memorial Day weekend because we went on vacation, and that was the first time I had seen it. And I played it a couple of times, but I didn't actually finish with it. But I went back to the Rogue. Spent the most of the time playing it, trying to beat that Ascent.
The superior class. Yeah, so I think I'm the same. So unless Roguebook like really wows me, I'll probably miss this one. But and this last one is something that I didn't even know existed until you told me about it. Where the D&D Dark Alliance.
Yep, I saw this was. I think last year it was announced or started really coming to the forefront, and I didn't know much about it. I haven't played any of the previous Dark Alliances, so this was something I was just keeping my eye on, and then I noticed, oh wow, we're at the release date already.
Yeah.
And I kind of watched the trailer, which I shared on Discord, which is hilarious. I don't know
that was really good. I did. I watched the full thing.
But the gameplay in it looks exactly what we kind of look for in a party game, I think.
Yep.
Just something you can play with other people, and it looked similar to the way they do like party games for Diablo and stuff like that, where you can just drop in at any point and then go run any part of the story. It's not like linear.
Yeah.
Which I thought was great.
No, that's exactly how we like to kind of game with these games in general, right? And the fact that they're using iconic Dungeon and Dragon characters for it, like Drizzt, like as soon as I was like, oh, this is a character, it's not going to take much to get me in. I'm a huge Drizzt fan. So is every edgelord, but and I took a sneak peek at the trophies. This plat it's probably a time-consuming one, but it's definitely going to be one of those. You play the game, you get the plat. Very similar to what Diablo 3 was, right? Like there was nothing really that difficult in Diablo 3. It was just time
1,000.
Yeah,
1,000 bounties.
100 bounties. Yeah.
Yeah.
In this one, it was like get Drizzt to level 10. Unlock all his feats, unlock all his moves. Same with all the other characters. So yeah, I would be surprised if we don't plat it, seeing how we've platted like Minecraft Dungeons that came out before this.
Yeah.
And that was a lot more tedious.
Actually, Minecraft Dungeons was actually something I was thinking about when I saw this one too, with the party system in it.
Yeah, it looks like a potentially, knock on wood, better version of that game. Oh, I shouldn't have knocked. I sent out my dogs. I should have known better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think I've been excited to play a party game like this with the group in a bit. Even though, honestly, I don't think we got a response from everybody else, so it's probably just going to be me and you.
Yeah, it might be until we start playing it, and then
somebody will buy it.
We can probably convince Ryan to get it.
Yeah.
But I also noticed it kind of bucks the trend with new games. The standard version of the game is only $40.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, the collector's edition is $60. So.
Ooh.
Which comes with the DLC.
Nice.
And actually, I guess followed the Minecraft Dungeons, because wasn't that about the same for Minecraft
That
Dungeons?
was, yep. It wasn't a full price on release. I don't remember if it was 40, but I remember being like, oh, it's only X amount of dollars. It's not even a full release. So yeah, I'm super excited.
Yep. And that comes out tomorrow, I believe.
Yep. So yeah, I'll have to pay and download it while I'm working tomorrow.
Yeah, I have a running thing tomorrow afternoon, or evening, so it'll probably be like 8 o'clock before I get home.
Well, that's good. It'll give me time to play the other characters. You're gonna play God, I forgot her name.
No, it was Kati or something like that.
Kati Bree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I might play her then in the morning and just see what she's like, since I'll probably end up just maining Drizzt.
Yeah, I may. I'm gonna start from working home tomorrow, so I may go ahead and download it in the morning too.
Yeah, until they send you the stuff you need.
Yeah.
That's a topic for another day. All right, and this brings me on to the second piece that I want to talk about, but let me just cue up the sound clip that you can't hear.
It's time to die, Dragon!
And that is the D&D Critical Role. They did a PvP session where they had their Campaign 1 characters fighting their Campaign 2 characters. And we can't talk too much about any spoilers, so there'll be no spoiler, because you haven't watched it yet.
No, I have not watched it. I do know it was, Vax?
Yep.
Was it Grog? Or did he
Nope.
play
He played Fjord.
Okay, so, I know Laura played Jester.
Yep.
And Marisha played Bo.
Yep.
And then Taliesin split, I believe.
Yep.
Between Molly Mock and Percy.
Yeah, and I love the mechanic for that split. That was really cool.
Yeah, I've been interested in how they were going to do that, so that'll be something to look forward to.
Yeah.
And that leaves Sam to have played Scanlan.
Yeah.
And Ashley to have played Pike.
Yeah, you nailed it, 100%. And it's funny is, I have obviously the notes in here, and the only thing I really wrote down are the two things are, God, monks are badass, and rogues are also badass. I haven't really kept with the new campaign, where you were telling me that, no, yeah, even in PvE, monks are just crazy.
And it's because, and I think it goes the same way for monks and rogues. They're basically nuke characters. And I think you might have saw something similar to this had Liam played Caleb instead of Vax, and you could have seen a wizard involved in this as well.
Yeah.
But these straight DPS nuke characters, I think, are gonna always come to the top in PvP.
Yep.
Especially the monk, because the monk is not only a nuke character that can put out insane amounts of damage, their control abilities are crazy as well.
Yes.
Being able to stun or any type of stuff like that. And I know Marisha's monk is a homebrew, and you probably didn't get to see much of the homebrew play out in the PvP fight, considering the elements of it were more PvE oriented. She had an ability called Extract Aspects that would, when she would hit with a flurry of blows, she would be able to extract the aspects and know, like,
the weaknesses.
Resistance.
She does ask, because they're wearing armor, right? So that did show up once.
Yeah, but I mean,
it didn't
in
matter
PvP,
though.
It doesn't matter a whole lot,
No.
but I mean, that is a really strong ability in PvE when you're fighting, say, a dragon.
Yep.
You hit the dragon, and now I know what it's immune to, what its resistances are, and I can tell my party so they know not to use those ability or those damage types.
Yeah, without having to, guess, right? And then fail. But dude, even in PvP, man, just without going too much into it, Stunning Fist is just broken.
Yep. And I mean, it's broken in PvE too. There were several fights in the second campaign, which you told me you haven't watched yet, where they would fight, like, boss type enemies, and she would keep them stun locked. And they would just wail on it.
God,
similar to how you guys stun locked that young dragon in our campaign,
Yeah.
where he only got one turn.
Yep, we got very lucky to do so.
Yeah, but no, hers is not even really luck.
It's part of her
She,
character.
yeah, and she's forcing. It would be much harder for her to do on a dragon, considering I think they have to roll Constitution saving throws, and dragons are just not going to fail those.
Yep.
But
Nope.
your normal enemies, I mean, she just locks them down.
Dude, it was a blast. I know you want to finish campaign 1 first, but you know it's independent. So let me know when you do watch it, because I have a lot of words, and I don't want to give anything away. So we will go into deeper discussion, probably offline, about when you do watch it.
All right. Well, that still may be a little while away. I think I've got like 30 more episodes of this and like 30 more episodes of the other.
30 more episodes of the second campaign too? Or,
yeah, because I stopped
gotcha.
at like maybe like 20. Because I stopped in the like 110 area, and I think it went to like 130 something.
Yeah, and I know they just
before they
finished. Yeah.
Yeah, they just wrapped 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, something like that. I know their new mini campaign is starting this week.
Oh, is it
with a
this
new-
week?
I believe so, yes. With the new DM and with Matt playing a character.
Do you know who is DMing?
They have announced it. I did not recognize the person.
Matt, Critical Role. Who
Yeah,
is
it's called
this week, if you know.
Exandria Unlimited is the name of it.
Exandria,
Yeah.
like this.
EX.
EX. Exandria Unlimited. Exandria Unlimited. A Critical Role is trying something surprising. Is this the guy?
No, it's one of the girls. I think
it's one of the girls. That's pretty
yeah,
cool.
I think it's her. The one on the left.
Oh, her?
Yeah, the one in the middle is Ashley.
Gotcha. Ashley. I know that one. Who's this?
I don't know who that is either. I didn't recognize any of the newer people, but I'm not very up to date with pop culture, so.
Or or inside of the D&D sphere for myself, to be real with you.
Yeah, she's the DM right there.
Oh, she looks sick. She's got a Circle of the Stars druid.
Nice.
So that is, I'm actually definitely probably gonna give that a listen to see that, and I'm excited to see Matt play a character.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be a 10. Did they say 10 week or 5 week? I can't remember.
Set 10 years after the Mighty Nine. Now 2021. Probably towards the bottom. Yep, June 24th at 10 our time.
Yep, so that is this week.
Yep. So, and I mean, at least that flows pretty well, right? With our D&D, D&D, we can stop playing and then watch and go to bed.
You could, though if it's anything like their normal gaming sessions, that'll go to like 2 a.m. our time. So.
Well, I don't like sleep.
When I was caught up with campaign 2, I was just watching when they went up on YouTube on Mondays.
Yeah, that makes more sense. And I was listening to them as a podcast at work, back when I had to go to the office. That was really nice.
Yeah, I've done podcast. Now I just throw it up on YouTube at work and listen to it through the headphones. That way, if I'm not actively doing something, I've got the video, and if I am actively doing something, you still got the audio.
It makes sense. Sweet. We will circle back to talk about this like 5 years from now when you finally have caught up. And they'll bring you to the last major segment where we just talk about what we're looking forward to, what we're doing this week. I'm gonna play this. It's too loud.
Tactical nuke incoming!
I can't wait to find out how loud that actually is. Because it deafens me, but I do run everything through a compressor, so. Let's go. I guess I'll go first. So obviously we're picking up Dark Alliance. I'll be downloading it tomorrow. If I can, don't tell my boss. If I get the chance, I'll probably be playing it during work hours a little bit, like on 15-minute breaks, and if nothing's melting, wink, wink. And then on tomorrow as well, I will. This is when I spend time with Sam. We've been watching JoJo, another anime. I've seen everything. She needs to catch up because they released a new season. Again, this is the wrong person to talk to that about. But I'm looking forward to catching up a lot on JoJo's, the hat I'm wearing. So I'm going to be playing Magic as much as I can. I don't know if I ever told you. The reason why you keep catching me play Magic is I actually qualified for one of the tournaments to enter one of their bigger tournaments.
So an open qualifier?
Yeah, exactly. It's in August, so I'm testing all these decks. I've been trying to find a deck that I can get proficient enough so I can actually join, what used to be called the Pro Tour Mythic Qualifier. Who knows what they're renaming it. So I'm always filling my time with Magic stuff. Even though it's strange, like as far as streaming content goes, Magic has probably been performing the best. I'll get new people pop in, which is weird because that didn't happen like months ago when I was streaming more consistently. But COD makes for the best clips for TikTok. The best clips. And I've like 1,400 views. It's been insane. And I should have ordered these differently. I'll flow into COD. And I'm going to finish up my camo grind. I have one LMG to go. I've got all my tac rifles, and I only have one submachine gun done. But that shouldn't take too long. Subs are broken. So I am almost to my gold multiplayer. And then the last thing I have on here is I picked up some books in Charlotte. So I think on date night I picked up the Drizzt saga, because I know as soon as I start playing I'm gonna want to read the book. So I already have it. I'm ready to go. And I think that's what I'm filling out my week with. My date night with Logan on Black Desert Online is Wednesday too. Just shout out to Logan. And what about you? What are you doing this week?
So yeah, I'll pick up Dark Alliance. Over the weekend I picked up Code Vein. I don't know if you know anything about it.
Yep.
Yeah. So I picked that up because I was playing Neo and frustrated me, but I wanted, like, I love the concept of Souls-like games.
Yep.
But I'm terrible at them, and they frustrate me to no end.
So
and I end up quitting halfway through. But this is supposed to be one of the easier ones.
I gotcha.
Simply because it gives you an AI companion, so you can, like, I have my AI companion just like tank for me, and I just do damage. So, it is a lot easier, and I've already made it through the first 2 bosses.
Gotcha.
And it's actually more story-based than most Souls-like games.
Yep.
It has an actual story to it, which is kind of cool.
And I don't know too much about it, but very Japanese, right?
Yeah, it is anime style.
Yeah.
So, as far as the lore goes and what I've got into, it's all like kind of fantasy based. I wouldn't go fantasy as in like elves and stuff. It's more so the premise of the story is that there are humans and then there are what they call revenants, which are the people that can die and then come back to life.
Yep.
But they are required to consume blood, or else they turn into what they call the Lost, which are the enemies that you fight throughout the game.
Oh, so they're vampires.
Basically. But there are these trees that grow. I can't remember what they're called. They're like blood orbs or something like that. And the revenants can eat those instead of drinking the blood of humans, but there are revenants who like kidnap humans and use them as slaves and stuff like that.
Yeah, of
so,
course.
Yeah, the whole concept of the main part of the story is that you're trying to provide enough of the blood or tree things to feed the entire revenant population so that you can free the humans. That type of thing.
That sounds interesting.
But one really cool thing about it is, you're a special type of revenant, and that you can change what they call the blood core, which most revenants only have one blood core, and that determines what type of weaponry they can use, what type of, they call them gifts, which are basically spells or arts, those types of things. And most or all revenants only can use one blood core, but you can change blood cores at will. And not only that, you can take blood cores from other people. So, as you defeat, like there was the very first boss. Actually, I'm through 3 bosses. I don't know why I said 2. But the very first boss you beat, he drops his blood core, and then you get his abilities.
Oh, so it's almost like Mega Man-ish.
Yeah. It's not like that for every boss, because some of the bosses aren't actual revenants. They're like just monsters and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
So, but there also are blood cores that are just spread around the map, because you know how Souls-like games just have items everywhere.
Yep.
You can just find blood cores laying around the map.
No, you're right.
But yeah, it's actually been really interesting. So I'm looking forward to playing that some more. I will probably work on my camo grind at some point.
How close are you to officially getting your DM Ultra in zombies?
I have 2 more tac rifles to go. I have the DMR and the
God, I'm sorry.
AUG. And I'm halfway through with the DMR, so
That's not bad.
probably only one more game and I can finish it. The AUG, I don't know. We'll see. I haven't used it in zombies. If it's anything like it is in multiplayer, it's gonna suck.
Yeah. I could see that. God.
And after that, all I have left are SMGs.
I feel like those might be bad in zombies.
Yeah, so some of them are. So the MAC-10, not great.
Who would have thought?
But the Bullfrog, I would put that as an A-tier weapon. I was playing with Sam, Ryan, and Pinkston the other night, and I just pulled out the Bullfrog fresh, level 1, and we exfilled it like level 35 or something. I had 1,200 kills with it and 900 headshots. So I was already about halfway finished with it, just running with
just
them.
once from the extract. Wow, that's insane.
Yeah, and I mean at level 25 or 26, I was still one-shot headshotting zombies with it. So
no, that's
Bullfrog pretty good.
So MAC-10, no, not so much, but Bullfrog good.
Yeah, and I've already finished the MP5 as well as the AK-74U, I believe.
That's good. So you're almost you're close enough.
I think you need 5 SMGs, so I need 3 more.
Yeah. I need
Bullfrog will be number 3.
I need 4 more then, but I'm so close on the AK-74U, so I only need 3 more.
Yeah, so I'll finish up the Bullfrog. I'll do the MAC-10 just because I'm already like halfway through with it, even though it sucks. And after that, I don't know. I'll have to level up another one. I don't have another SMG leveled up yet, so I'll have to decide.
Before you finish your list, I actually have a question for you. There's talk about nerfing a whole bunch of guns nowadays. Does that affect does that affect Cold War, right? Because I know a lot of times they really just care about the Warzone aspect of things, and I haven't really been paying attention because I've been on like stupid stuff like rocket launchers and knives for so long that you nerfing a gun never mattered. So does that affect us? And then if it does affect multiplayer, will it affect you at playing zombies?
All right, so from my understanding, it does affect multiplayer.
Okay.
Because they try to use a consistent code base.
Yep.
Which actually
At least
causes
for
more
something.
problems than it solves.
Yeah.
But that's another story.
Yeah, we could have another podcast all on that.
Largely because they're using separate engines for
Both.
Warzone
Yep.
and Cold War, which is
Yep.
so a consistent code base is really not even feasible. But they try it anyway.
Yep. Doing their best.
But so yeah, weapon balancing is supposed to be the same, and I do read from time to time, or not time to time. Every time they put out a big patch, I go through the patch notes. So they do not separate weapon tuning in the patch notes.
Okay.
So that would be my understanding that they would affect
both.
both.
Gotcha.
As far as zombies go,
When you
the
notice like
tuning
the
they-
hit, like do you notice
Yeah.
it?
the tuning they do is not really anything that's going to affect zombies that much.
Gotcha.
So, like, I know the DMR took a range hit or something like that. They made the damage fall off
Yep.
hit harder.
Yep.
Zombies, you're never going to experience that because they're right in your face.
Yep. Which makes the DMR already a pretty difficult weapon.
Yeah, and it's the same with the SMGs because they nerfed the damage fall off on those as well. But once again, you're not dealing with long range shots for zombies. So no, I don't think it really affects it. The only effect you're ever going to feel, I think, is if you have some nerf where they maybe slow down the rate of fire or increase the reload time. Stuff like that could have a negative impact on zombies, but
Gotcha.
you don't really see them making those types of changes.
Gotcha. Because yeah, one of the talks is the new LMG is pretty overpowered, so that's gonna get taken down. So I think I'm gonna, and the patch is supposed to come out this week, so I think I'm gonna move up my camo grind. I'm trying to get that done before they nerf it. But anyway.
Oh yeah, they could nerf LMGs to the floor and they would still be OP in zombies. Yeah.
Yep, makes sense. All right, so didn't mean to interrupt. So you're playing Code Vein, finishing your zombie grind.
Yeah. Popping on probably daily still to run a few Fall Guys.
Hey, have you got any more crowns?
No. A couple more finals. Still no more crowns. No.
That was still awesome. So yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that'll probably be my week.
And then Friday golf.
Yep. Friday golf. I'll pick it up. I don't know how much playing I'll do because we got a pretty full
We do.
list.
Not to mention, should be for us Thursday D&D.
Yeah, we do have that as well. Providing everybody can show up this week.
Yeah. Well, this week it shouldn't be my fault.
Yeah, and I think Ace said he should be back to normal this week, so hopefully
good.
we can reach the end of this campaign. We've been on it for a little over 2 years now.
Yeah, it's like this bittersweet moment, right? We're towards the end where I'm excited to see it finish, but at the same time, what am I gonna do now?
Yeah. And you've already experienced one of those moments in the fact of your character dying.
Yeah, right at the end too. It was so good. Poetic justice.
Yeah. It was a fitting end, I think.
Yeah.
For your character, especially the way you kind of played him, that his only goal in life was to take down that dragon, and it was his dying.
Yeah, and that was the way he died. Because she went down.
Yeah. And she went down and crushed him so he couldn't get back up.
And this is the last horseman. I forgot where we ended up. We're going straight from one battle to another battle, and half our party was stupid and wasted a whole bunch of spell slots.
They did. So this will be real interesting because this is also one of the harder horsemen, I believe. I wouldn't. She does not. I will say she just throw it out. She doesn't hit as hard as War did, but she has other tricks up her sleeve.
Yeah, I'm sure her legendary abilities are going to make up for that.
Yep, and it's also worth pointing out that Sam only attuned to War's
War's
no.
ring.
No,
No.
she attuned to Death. Never mind. It
Yeah.
was Wars that she didn't attune to. So
So
yeah,
at least there's that.
yeah, that's true. So you do have that.
Yeah, and
That's probably one of the reasons War actually ran through you guys. You guys got pretty brutalized by him.
yeah,
And
yeah.
now you got to turn right around and fight again.
Yep. And luckily Riley's pretty good. Obviously she's really dependent on her other characters to do their part though, but she should be able to be helpful. I just can't speak to everybody else.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I know James is not going to have as easy of a time this time because Kayla's book is already expent and his DC for his ability to come back to 1 HP is up to a 25.
Oh, from last time. That doesn't reset on a short? Because we took a short,
that's
right?
a long rest.
Oh, no! Well, this might be our last session. We'll talk about it next week.
Yeah.
Alright. Man, so I don't have a good outro or anything, so I'm just going to play this sound emote, and then me and you are going to discuss if you feel like playing video games, or if you got to go run and eat, or, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I need to go find some food. I
Alright.
don't know how long that'll take, but yeah. Then I'll be good for gaming for the rest of the night.
Sweet. Alright, that is it for the podcast session. It'll be places. I mean, just whatever. Go watch it. Alright, and done.
Alright.
See, that was fun. I like that.
Yeah.
It'll be in a better format going forward, I'm sure, as time goes on. Like, I have a decent intro thing, but I was like, I didn't think of anything of how to end. But
yeah, and as we go on, we can start bringing in guest appearances.
Yeah, like different other people,
Yeah.
Yep. It'll be fun.
Bring Sam in for one.
Yep.
Maybe try to get Logan to come to one. Ryan will be harder.
Yeah, unless we film it at like 9:30.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, I'll let you
Get
run
one with Zach.
Oh my god, yeah. Really, either that or he's got to wake up at like 8 a.m. and just jump on Discord. That would be fun.
I think it's 9 a.m. there right now. Yeah.
See, that's not that bad. Just tell
But he
him
does have work, so you'd have to do it on a weekend probably to tape it.
probably. But either way, the whole point in my mind at this point is F a subject. Let's just talk about the stuff that we're interested in that's going on, right? It's almost like a weekly news / updates thing and all the nerd video game stuff. So this way, and we're always gonna have something to talk about. Like, this genre is blown up.
Yeah. Yeah, because normally you think video games, and traditionally you had your March, April release window, and then your November, December release window.
Yep.
And then we're talking here, and we're in the middle of June, and there's 3 games I'm picking up this week.
Yep.
It's like...
Yeah, and even the 4 games that I highlighted, right? That's just stuff I highlighted. There was other shit that I was just like, I don't even care about this, right? So unless it surprises me, I'm not even gonna bother looking at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So man, it's insane. I'll let you run and get some food. You feel like playing some COD before this patch comes and fucks me up, or do you? I'm down for whatever though. We can do Fall Guys or whatever.
We can probably have enough time to do both.
True. All right. Well, I'll let you run and get food, and I'll switch over to my PlayStation.
All right, I'll catch you in a little bit.
All right, man. Later.